Okay, so we start already?
Yeah.
Okay. So this chapter 1, characteristic and the classification of living organisms. So this chapter, they just want to give you the introductions of what is actually the living organisms. So we, as a living organism, because we have those characteristics, which is we able to perform the movements. Movement is we able to change the positions or the place from one location to another location, right?
Wait, isn't the thing called like Mrs. Nerg or something?
Sorry?
Isn't the thing called like Mrs. Nerg or something? That's what I was told.
I think your
Like,
sound is not really clear. Sorry.
oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, cause like no, I was just saying like, is this thing like the Mrs. Nerg thing like 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 shortened form?
Short-term form.
Yeah, yeah.
What is mean by short-term form? Is it like short course or?
No, it's fine. Whatever. Just continue.
Oh, okay. Uh, okay, so I'll continue. Then now we learn about the respirations. Respiration is the chemical reactions. They break down the nutrient molecules in the living cell to release the energy. So the respiration is just performed by you, okay, in every minute. Because that, let me show you what is mean by the respiration. Because you as a humans, I mean you as a human, right? You are the living organisms, and then every day you need to supply the energy to your body cell. So how your body cell able to get the energy is by this. You can have a look on these equations. I'm not sure you look at this equation before.
No.
Okay. This one is just, I think you learned chemistry before. It's okay. This is we call as the glucose. Glucose is C6H12O6. This is the chemical formula for the glucose. And then this O2 is the oxygen. And then the carbon dioxide, this CO2 is a carbon dioxide. And this H2O is the water. So actually, what that this equation means is refer to the how our body cell able to get the energy from the glucose. I think just now you have your breakfast, right? So after you have your breakfast, you already get in the food molecule intake into your the digestive system, and then along your digestive system, this one digestive tracts. So means that after you ingest the food, the food will enters into the digestive tract. So along the digestive tract, there will be enzyme. Do you heard about enzyme before? This one.
No.
Okay, I think it's a lot of terms for you need to be learned. It's okay. Enzyme is a kind of the chemical substance. They help you to digest your food. Yeah, they will digest your foods from we call as a large molecule to small molecule.
Okay.
Yes. So maybe just now during your breakfast you have your bread or rice. So actually this bread or rice, they are from the carbohydrate source. They are from the carbohydrate source. So these carbohydrates, they will be undergo the enzyme digestions. So it's just like carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is a complex molecule. It's very complex, big molecule. So when your body need to absorb the nutrients, first they need to break down this complex big molecule into something small and simple nutrients molecule. They will be easily absorbed by the body. So they need to break down, okay, break down, or we call as digest into small soluble and easily absorbed nutrients molecule. So that's why carbohydrates, when they break down, they will become glucose. This is a glucose. So glucose is the final product for the carbohydrates. Okay, where you can see this glucose, glucose, sometimes the patients, if they can't, the patient, they can't intake their foods, they need to depend on the glucose solutions to supply to their body cell, because our body cell, they will use the glucose as the source of energy. Actually, glucose is a source of energy. It's a source of energy. So you can imagine that after, when your body break down the carbohydrate become the glucose, this small soluble nutrient molecule is the glucose. So the glucose, they will enter into bloodstream, because initially the food is from the intestine, right? Intestine refer to your small intestine, and then they will enters into your bloodstream. Blood. So this is the reason that after you having your meal, actually your blood glucose level, they will increase, become higher than normal range. And then so after that, once the glucose enters into the blood, they will get into the cell. They will get into the body cell like this. Oh, my tablet. Let me repair my tablet. I've got some problem. Okay, you can imagine that this is the body cell. Actually, your body cell is look something like this. This is a body cell. And then inside the body cell, you have the nucleus. Do you learn about this before, about the nucleus?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. This is a nucleus. In every of your body cell, they contain a nucleus, right? So inside the nucleus, they have the, we call it as a DNA. Yeah, this is DNA inside the nucleus. DNA. This. Oh, sorry. This is a DNA. And then inside the cell, we have the nucleus also, and then we also have the organelles. Organelles is referred to the organs found inside the cell. Just like in our human body, we have the organ like the lung, livers, hearts. So in every kind of body cell, they also have the organs. So the organs inside the body cell, they know as the organelles. So mitochondria, this one, mitochondria is one of the very important organelles. This is how we wrote it. Mitochondria is a organelles. So what mitochondria do? Mitochondria, they have another name. They call as the powerhouse. Powerhouse. It's because that mitochondria are able to produce the energies from the breaking down of the glucose. So when the glucose enters into the bloodstream, so the glucose will be uptaken by the body cell. So imagine that glucose is a 6-carbon molecule. This is 6-carbon molecule, right? And then when the glucose uptake by the cell, means this glucose will enter into the cytoplasm of the cell. Because cell inside, they contain the cytoplasm. So initially, they will get into cytoplasm first. First is cytoplasm. And then the glucose, they will be enters into the, we call it as a mitochondria. Okay. Glucose, they will uptake into the mitochondria, which is found inside the cell. So what does mitochondria do? Mitochondria, what they are doing is they will perform this chemical equation. We call as the cellular aerobic respiration. Cellular aerobic respiration. Sorry, I think it will be a lot of terms. I think you first time see, right? Like the aerobic respiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's okay. Aerobic respiration. Okay, respiration is referred to the we call as inhalation and exhalation. When we are doing respiration, we actually inhale oxygen, right? And then we will exhale the carbon dioxide. So why we need to inhale the oxygen? We need to inhale the oxygen is because we need to supply the oxygen into our body cell. Respiration will means that they get in oxygen, they release the carbon dioxide. Oxygen means O2, carbon dioxide means the CO2. So whenever we inhale the oxygens, then the oxygens, they will get into our nose, right? From the nose, they will enter in our respiratory tract until they will get into our lung. Oxygen, they will enter into our lung, and then they will enter into our bloodstream. So we need to inhale oxygen is because we need to supply the oxygen to the body cell. So together, you can see that this is the body cell. This is the body cell together with the glucose molecule and the oxygen. So they will perform this cellular aerobic respirations. So together with the glucose and the oxygens, they will break down the glucose, become the carbon dioxide water. So carbon dioxide water is a byproduct after they perform the cellular aerobic respirations. So the most important part why they need to do this aerobic respiration is because they need to release energy. They need to release energy supply to the body cell. So at the end, they will get the energy. They will get the energy. So I think maybe you are curious about, okay, why they need to release the energy is because that the energy, they will be used to supply the body cell. Okay. So body cell, they require the energy input to perform their cellular activity. For example, usage of the energy, for example, we can talk about the usage of energy. Usage of the energy. Okay, so your name is your name is David. Okay, David. So David, do you know what we need to eat every day?
Like protein, carbohydrate.
Yes.
Wait, what else? Let me see.
And fats.
Fats, yeah.
Yes. Because yeah, that's why you need to eat every day because you need to get energy by burning out of those food that you mentioned just now. Carbohydrates, proteins, fat. So the energy they will be used to supply to your body cell, every body cell in your body. For example, muscle cell. Yeah. Muscle cell, you heard about this before, right? Muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your muscle is made of the bundle of the cell. So what are your muscle cell doing? Actually, they are performing the contraction and relaxations every day, every moment. Contractions and relaxations to produce movements. Okay, David, you're able to move every day, right? Walking, jogging is because why? Because your muscle cell is walking. They actually contract, relax every second when you are moving. Can you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this activity, see, contraction and relaxation, they require energy input to the muscle cell. So means that if you don't eat, for example, David, if you skip your meal, what will happen to you? You will feel very tired, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because that your cell, they don't get enough energy from the glucose because you don't have the glucose supply. Okay, so apart from that, We call it as a nerve cell. Have you heard about this before? Nerve cell.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, nerve cell is the cell found in your nervous system, along your brain, spinal cords, nerve. So what nerve cell doing? Nerve cell, they will help to transmit the nerve impulse. Transmit the nerve impulse. What is mean by nerve impulse? Nerve impulse is just like, we call it an electrical signal, help your body cell to coordinate or contact with another body cell. So this is a nerve cell. So nerve cell, they require the energy input to help them to transmit for nerve impulse. So this is example of the usage of energy by the body cell. So actually every body cell, they require energy input to perform their cellular activity. So it's just like, so this energy, this energy is just like the money. Okay, David, we as a human, right, we live and then we need money to survive. Correct? Can we survive without money?
Not exactly.
Yes. Okay. So this energy is just like money to the body cell. So body cell cannot survive without the energy. So where we can get the energy? We get the energy is from the food that we eat every day, especially from the glucose. Glucose. Yeah. So this, because glucose is a source of the energy. Actually, it's a main source of energy. Okay, so David, please remember about this equation, which is we know as the cellular aerobic respiration. Aerobic means what? Aerobic means in the presence of the oxygen. Means that this respiration, they occur in presence of the oxygen, which is this one. That happen with the oxygen. So the equation, please remember, which is the glucose, C6H12O6 plus the O2, and then they will release the carbon dioxide, water, and release the energy. So those, those chemical reactions that happens within the mitochondria. So mitochondria, the function is they will release the energy to the body cell. So can you understand now?
I think so.
Okay, so it's okay. Maybe we can do some question later. Okay, we will try some question. Because for in order to learn biology well, practice is also very important to at least let you know you really understand the concept or not. So actually, respirations, they are occur in two ways. One is in the present oxygen, we call as the aerobic. Oh, sorry. Respiration, we call as the aerobic. Oh. Another one is anaerobic. Aerobic means in the presence of the oxygen. Anaerobic means without oxygen. Without oxygen. Okay, because respiration also can happen without oxygen. So generally, respirations, what does it mean? It's a chemical reaction, right? It's a chemical reactions, they break down. Breakdown means spill the molecule. Spill the molecule from the large molecule become the small molecule. So they will break down the neutron molecule in the living cell to release the energy. So those are the keywords that you need to write in your exam. I mean, in future when you are taking the actual exam. So those are the keywords you need to write. And then now we have a look on the, we call as the sensitivity. This one, sensitivity. Okay, sensitivity is like the ability to detect the stimuli based on your internal and external environments to make the response. So, David, you can imagine that when you touch a hot kettle, when your fingertip touch a hot kettle, so what's the response?
Like take it back.
Yes, you will take it back. So this is what? This is the sensitivity that you are having. Yeah, this is sensitivity. Okay, you can imagine that the hot kettle is the stimuli. This stimuli is what? Is a pain stimuli. You feel pain, right? Oh my God, so pain. This is pain stimuli. So this pain stimuli is just like a signal. So they will send this signal to the receptor. I'm not sure, David, you know about actually your hands, especially your fingertip. There's a lot of receptor. This one on your hand. The receptor, they can be the pain receptor or the thermoreceptor. Okay, have you heard about this before? Thermoreceptor or pain receptor?
Uh, those receptors, no, but I've learned about like the I think the characteristics of like the things. So like, yeah.
Yes, yes. I think you learned before. Yeah. I mean receptor. Okay, receptor is just like we call it as a components in your body. So receptor they help to detect the stimulus. This one stimulus. Usually the stimulus is from the environments, like when you're feeling hot or feeling very cold. So those are the stimulus. So these stimulus they will be collected, okay, and then they will send to the receptor. So stimulus, then receptor, and then this receptor they will try to send the signals to the nerve cell already. They will send to your nerve cell. So the nerve cell actually that's called as a neuron. Neuron. This will be first term that you see before. Neuron. Actually, what's neuron? Neuron we call as a bundle of the nerve cell tissue. Neuron actually is tissue. I think you heard about this before, right? Which is from the cell to the tissue to the organs and then to system, right? This one. This is we call it the level of organizations of the system. You learned about this before? From the cell, they will become the tissue. Then the group of tissue, they will form an organs. A group of organs, they will form a system.
Yeah.
Good. So just now we talk about the nerve cell, right? So nerve cell is under cell, nerve cell. Or we call as the neuron. So this is classified as a cell. Then you can imagine that a group of the nerve cell, they will produce what? They will produce the tissue already. So the tissue we call as a sensory neuron. So actually this is we call as the sensory neuron. Sensory neuron. So sensory neuron, they will help to collect the stimulus, okay? I mean the signal. And then they will send the signal to the brain. So the brain will decide, move your hand away from the hot object to protect yourself. Okay, so after that, the brain, they will send a signal to the muscle. The muscle is on your hand, right? Because your hands, it contains a lot of the muscle to produce a voluntary movement. So this is we call as, yes, sorry.
Can I go to the toilet?
Oh yeah, yeah, yes, please, yes, please.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. So whenever the muscles they receive the input from the brain, so the muscle will decide move your hand away from the hot object. So this is how your muscle able to produce the appropriate response. Okay, so David, whenever you learn about biology, you need to read first, and then read first, then you imagine the process how they happens. Okay, so just like I already demonstrate on you, like when I read on the sentence of the biology, right? So I will interpret with the we call it imaginations. I will try to imagine what happened, what is the process, and then when I read back, I feel like I already understand about the process behind it. Yeah. So this is the correct way of studying biology. So you don't feel like you're actually memorize it. You don't need to memorize. You just need to understand first. Most important, you need to understand, and then you only memorize the keyword only. So the sensitivity is, see, you're able to detect or sense the stimulus. This one, stimuli. This stimuli is from the environment, is from the hot or cold or pains or any kind of stimuli, which is from the internal and the external environments. So they will allow your body to make an appropriate response. So this is very important for you. And then now we talk about the growth. Growth is very simple. Growth is just like, David, you will be growing taller day by day, right? Not growing shorter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are going taller. Why? Because that when you are, I mean, when your age will be increasing from maybe from the 10 years old become 15 years old and then 20 years old, actually throughout this process, you actually increase your cell number and the cell size. Number and size, see, this one, number of size. When we talk about the bond, you are going taller because your bond's length will also increase. So how your bond length able to grow and make you become taller? Because that the bond, this is a bond cell. I draw a bond cell. So within the bonds, they are made of the cell. So the cell, they can increase in their number. Okay. And then increase in the size. The size means that initially it become this size. This is cell, right? Initially it's become this size. Cell with the cytoplasm. So after that, when they increase in size, they will expand, become like this. Longer size. So increasing in number and the size of the cell, they will contribute to increase in the size and the mass by the object. And then now we talk about the reproductions. Reproduction is just like how you able to make another same type of the organism. See, making more of the same kind of the organism. This is called reproductions. So actually in the reproductions, you are classified, become the, we call as sexual and asexual. Have a look on this picture, this one. This one. David, maybe you can have a guess. You think in our human, we are performing which reproduction, sexual or asexual?
Sexual.
Yes, we are from the sexual. Because why? Because David, yourself is the product of the fertilizations of the ovum and the sperm, which is this one and this one, sperm. Ovum
Yeah.
from mothers, sperm from fathers. So when they fuse, when the sperm and the ovum fuse together, they will form the zygote. Zygote. Okay, zygote is the, we call it as the, just like after zygote, they will form the embryo.
Embryo.
Embryo. This one.
Wait,
Embryo.
and then don't they like multiply or something?
Yes, they will be multiplied. Correct. So this will be, I mean, yeah, multiply. Zygote, they will do what? They will do the cell divisions. Very good. Yes, multiply. Means that because initially, when the ovum and the sperm, when they fuse together, they form a zygote. Initially, the zygote is something like this. They will be like in this cell only, okay? See, one nucleus, but after that they will multiply. So once they multiply, they will become like this. And then they become 4. And then they will become 8. More and more cell. So these cell divisions happen in the zygotes. Okay, then they will, at the end, they will form the embryo. So after embryo, they become the human baby already. Yeah. So this is called asexual reproductions. And then what happens in the asexual reproductions? So usually the asexual reproductions, they happens in the, we call as lower class of the living organism. Lower class of living organism. Lower class of the living organism. This is happen with the asexual reproduction. For example, we call it as a bacteria. Bacteria or yeast. Yeast is from the fungi. I'm not sure you heard of this before, fungi. Yes, you are talking?
No.
Yeah, okay. Fungi. Fungi is, example of fungi is mushroom. But yeast will be another form of fungi, which is they are unicellular. So bacteria and yeast, how they able to produce more bacteria and more yeast is they will undergo these asexual productions. So this is by the asexual productions. So how the asexual production do? They will be doing this way, which is this one. Yeah. You have a look on this picture. So in the asexual productions, they does not involve in the fusion of the, we call as sperm and ovums to produce a zygote. No, they did not require this. They only requires one parent cell. One parent cell is enough for them to produce a lot of cell, because that the one parent cell, they contains what? They contains one nucleus, right? One nucleus and the, we call it cytoplasm, cell wall.
Oh.
Yeah, this one. So David, listen carefully. Yeah. So how this cell able to produce another 2 more cell is inside the nucleus, they contain DNA, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the DNA, they will undergo, we call as DNA replications. This one. DNA replications. You learn about new term again. Replication. What is mean by replication? You can see after the cell undergo DNA replications, the DNA from one copy, they become, wow, 2 copy. 1, 2. They become 2 copy already. So this replication means what? This replication means like just like you are using the photostat machines, photo another copy. Okay, can you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why from one copy, see, one DNA, now you're able to produce, wow, 2 copy of DNA. See, you're able to produce 2 copy of DNA. So after that, once the parent cell able to produce 2 copy of DNA, so what will they do? They will separate. They will separate their cytoplasm. This one. Cytoplasm divide. They will start to divide cytoplasm because they want to form the 2 separate individual cells. So first, so this process is called as a binary fissions. Remember this term, binary fissions. So all binary fissions is under carry of the asexual productions. Asexual productions. So asexual productions means that first step, they will do DNA replications because they want to divide their nucleus. So after that, they will do the cytoplasm divisions. And then they will form 2 daughter cells. So this is how the 2 daughter cells able to produce from one parent cell. See, one parent cell. So they will produce 2 daughter cells from the division of the nucleus and also division of the cytoplasm. Okay. Yeah. So these asexual productions, they are formed by every of the in the bacteria and the fungi. So and then you need to learn about what is the difference between the asexual production is, in the asexual productions, you are able to produce large amount of products in a very short time. Okay, large amount of the, we call it as a progeny in a very short time. And for the asexual productions, actually it's more efficient, and they require less energy to do that. But for the sexual productions, you only able to produce a limited amount of the progeny. And you require more energy to perform the sexual productions. So David, this means that because David, we are the product of sexual production, right? So actually we undergo many kind of the process. I mean, we undergo very long, complex process. So we're able to produce one individual organisms.
Wait, but like,
So,
isn't like sexual reproduction, you have a higher chance of surviving, but like for asexual, you only have like a small chance of surviving?
not really like that, but if you say that higher chance or lower chance for the surviving, I think it's both equal. Both are equal actually. But asexual productions, you are able to produce the organism very easily because you just need to divide their nucleus and the cytoplasm only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you are more easier if you're using the asexual productions to produce your progeny. Just need to divide your nucleus and cytoplasm enough already. But it will be harder. It will be harder and difficult for the sexual productions to produce their progeny because you need to do what? You need to do the fusions of sperm and the ovum, and then you need to do a lot of cell divisions, more steps, right? You need to undergo more steps. Okay, you need to undergo more steps to produce the progeny from the sexual reproductions. Okay, David, but you say that the sexual reproductions, the progeny, there will be higher chance of survival, right? Hi, David.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with statement. Very good. Because why? Because that this will be another topic, but it's okay. I tell you first. Sexual reproductions, actually, you are producing progenies. Okay. For example, from the sexual reproduction, right, you are produced the, we call it as a daughter cell. Okay, so can you tell me this daughter cell is similar with your parent cell or not?
No.
No, correct. Why? Why no?
Because like they have different like DNA.
Yes. Actually, David, yeah, we talk about yourself because you are the sexual productions products. Okay, you, David, yourself is totally different from your parents, right? From your mother and your father.
Yeah.
Yes, because due to the different genetic combinations happen during the meiosis. This one, different genetic combination happen during the request meiosis. I think I find a picture for you, show you better. Yeah. But in the asexual productions, you think your progeny is totally similar with your parents or not?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Why? Why is similar?
Because it's like so like you split yourself from your parents, so it's like pretty much like the same.
Yes, definitely. So the product from the sexual production definitely will be the higher chance of the survival actually. Yeah. Actually, we not call as a higher chance of survival, but I think your meaning is correct. Just like you should know another term. There will be increased genetic variations. Increased genetic variation.
Okay.
This one. For the meiosis, there will be increased genetic variations. Means that you increase the variety of your DNA from the sexual productions. Then, but in the asexual productions, there will be reduced genetic variations. So for the biological organism, for the biological organism, in order to survive, okay, it's better if we're able to increase their genetic variations. So we have the higher chance to have a higher chance to get the better offspring than parents. But in the asexual productions, we are unable to do that because it's totally similar. I mean, we will produce a daughter cell, which is we call as a genetically identical to parent cell. This is usually what we write in our exam. This one means that the asexual productions, they will produce a daughter cell, which is genetically identical.
I have a question.
Yes, yes.
Why is it called like daughter cell?
Sorry?
What isn't there like no gender for like asexual reproduction?
You mean why is called? I mean, you mean what is
Yeah.
caused?
Why is it called like daughter cell? Not like son cell or something.
Oh, okay. Oh, why is called a daughter cell? Okay. Daughter cell is just a term. It's just a term. Just like why they call it a baby.
Oh,
It's just a term.
okay.
Yeah, it's just term.
Sure.
It's referred to like the progeny. I show you why the sexual reproduction, they will produce the different genetic combinations because they happen during the meiosis. You heard about meiosis before, right?
No.
I show you meiosis, mitosis, and meiosis. Okay. Let me show you what happened during the meiosis. I think this is a very good picture. Daughter cell is just a term. Oh. Okay, it's okay. I show you another note. Please wait for a moment. The note is about the mitosis and the meiosis. Sorry. Wait me for a while. Mitosis, yeah, it's here. Mitosis and meiosis. Okay, very good. I show this. Let me share my screen first. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen? For the a table, I show the table for the mitosis and meiosis.
Okay.
Yeah. Just now we talk about the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproductions involved in the meiosis. Sexual reproduction involved in meiosis because that during sexual reproduction you require the sperm and ovum, right? Those sperm and ovum actually is product from the meiosis. So what's meant by meiosis? Yeah, meiosis. Meiosis is just like this. Okay. Yeah, I think you first time see about this picture. It's okay. I explain to you. Actually, this picture they are referred to what? You just look at this meiosis picture. This picture is referred to the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, we have the DNA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So inside the nucleus, there are the DNA. So now the DNA are in this form, which is we call as the chromosome. What's chromosome? Chromosome is a butter-like, butter-like formation of the DNA, like this. This is the chromosome. Okay, so during the meiosis, you are able to have the different genetic combination. Is because that during meiosis, you're able to form this. I mean, there's a pair up. There's a pair up between the chromosome. So you're able to produce a different genetic combination. You can see this white color and the red color. These two actually are different chromosome. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then during meiosis, there will be pairing. There will be pairing happen between your mother. I mean, the chromosome from your mother and the chromosome from your father. So they will form this combination. You can see now they already pair up, already happen. Pair up. Pair up means pairing up. Pairing up. Maybe I can show this face pairing up like this. Okay, so you can imagine that this is we call as the inside the nucleus, there's a DNA, right? So the DNA are in this form. Yeah, the DNA are in this form. So this DNA actually is known as the chromosome. This is chromosome. And then now you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 4 pair of chromosome, right? 4 pair.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you're pairing up. You can see now they're doing is pairing up. You can see they are form crossing, right? Crossing between this red color and the blue color, red color and blue color.
Yeah.
Yes. So due to this pairing up, you can see this is called as crossing over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So crossing over happens between the chromosome. Okay. Actually, you can see this one. This red chromosome, maybe this is from your mother. This blue chromosome is from your father. So now they are having pairing up.
Oh, okay.
So they will form what? They will form different genetic combination, just like what you mentioned. Because when they're paired to each other, they are actually exchange of the genetic material, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So they will undergo this phase at the end. At the end, they will undergo the meiosis. Actually, meiosis is a very complex process because they're involved in the pairing up, and then they need to separate, and then they need to form the haploid, the haploid gametes. Okay.
Okay.
So at the end, they will form this. This is a haploid gametes. Okay, haploid means what? Haploid means that you can see one set of chromosome. Haploid means one set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see haploids, you refer to this one. You can see now you are forming 4 haploid daughter cell, right? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 daughter cell. See this 4 daughter cell. So every of the daughter cell, they only have one pair of the chromosome, which is a one set. So they are known as haploid. Because initially it will be 2 set, right? 2 set. If you go back. Now this is 2 set. This is 2 set.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is known as the diploid. This is known as diploid. Diploid means 2 set. Haploid means 1 set, single set. Yes. This is the. Okay. So David, you are product of this. You are product of this during the meiosis. So how about mitosis? Mitosis is just very simple. Just a very simple process because mitosis is just involved in the DNA replications, right? See, which is from the 1 copy become 2 copy. Exactly 2 copy. And then you will undergo another, which is from the prophase, anaphase, metaphase. Those are the stage you will learn during we call as cell division. And then they will produce the diploid cell, which is totally same with their parent cell. Yes. Okay, this is for you to have a look. When we talk about the sexual reproductions, actually, initially, you are involved in the formation of the sperm and the ovum, right? Sperm and the ovum. So those are sperm and the ovum form the meiosis process. Okay, imagine that, David, you yourself, okay, you are the male, right? So you should produce the sperm. So your sperm is actually produced from the meiosis. This one. Okay, this spermatogenesis is referred to the process which is they will produce the sperm. So each of your sperm cell, David, each of your sperm cell only carry single set of the chromosome, which is known as a haploid. So they are referred to the single end only, and.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the female, they will produce an ovum. The process of producing an ovum, they call as the oogenesis. This is actually another topic. I will call about oogenesis, right? So you can see from the 2N. 2N means what? 2N means diploid. 2N means diploid, yeah? Diploid. Diploid means what? They have the two set of chromosome. Two set of chromosome. Maybe you can write down. Diploid means two set of chromosome. Just like what you see just now. Okay, two butterfly there.
Okay.
And then after undergo meiosis, they will produce one set of chromosome, which is haploid. One set, single set of chromosome. And then now it become from the whole butterfly become half of butterfly like this. Half of the butterfly. Like this. See, half of the butterfly, right? Half. Okay, do you understand?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I hope you really understand. So when the fusion between sperm and ovum, see, 1N plus 1N, they will become 2N already. 2N. So at the end, they will form U. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Now we go back to the I think we can try some question. I think you get a very good understanding about what is actually sexual and the asexual productions. I think we try some question, okay? Now.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let me show you some question about. I'm sharing my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In the IGCSE, you'll be having 3 exams, paper 2, paper 4, and paper 6. Paper 2 will be something like this. They will give you multiple choice question, then you need to answer. Let me search for questions for you. Okay, this one. Come. Let me try this. Number 13. Which characteristic of the living organism is responsible for the production of oxygen in the leaf of the plant exposed to sunlight?
Let me see.
Yes.
Nutrition.
Yes, correct. Okay, tell me why. Why you choose nutrition?
Cause like nutrition, cause like the mitochondria thingy has to like get the energy from like the photosynthesis or whatever.
Yes, correct. Okay, I think you get the correct concept. Okay, but let me describe to you in more detailed way. Do you know, David, our life actually is tightly connected with the plant. Human life is connected with the plant. Why I say it in this way? Because that just how we talk about this, right? The glucose C6H12O6 plus the O2, and then we release carbon dioxide and the water and the energy. So this is human or animal. Every animal also do in their same way, no matter it's your dog or your cat. Okay? But we call it a human. I mean, we call it a plant. When we talk about plant is they will do in the opposite way. They will require the input of the carbon dioxide, water, right? And then what will they release?
Air.
Yes, they will release the oxygens. And then most important, plant, they will do what? They will produce the glucose. They will produce glucose. Plant will produce the glucose and release the oxygen. So if you want to write the equation for the plants, you also need to write a balanced equation. Okay, we talk about when the for this one, cellular aerobic respiration, you need to write about this 6. Because in exam, they were asking in the structure question paper 4. They will ask in this way: state the balance equation for the respiration, for the cellular respiration or the photosynthesis. So this is the way that you should write. After write the equation, please remember to balance it with the number 6. Okay?
Why 6?
Yeah, 6. This one 6. You know why I put 6?
Wait, why?
Okay, why? Because that you can see means that if you want to write a balance, this you learn in chemistry later. You want to write a balanced equation, means that all atom, which is the currents, hydrogen, oxygens, they must be found in the same number with the right side. So if I balance the equation with 6, what will happen? You can see. Now here we have 6 carbon, right? 6 carbons. And then here also we have 6 carbon. Then now we have how many? We have the 12 hydrogens. 12 hydrogens. And then here, we also have 12 hydrogens. Very good. Balance, right? Balance. And then now here, we have about how many oxygen atom here?
Like 6?
6. Yes, 6 plus this one, how many?
6.
12. 12.
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. 12, yeah.
6 times 2 is 12. Then how about this, the right side?
The right side.
Uh,
How
many
12,
oxygen
12?
atom? See? You see, 6 CO2. O2 times 6 means 12, right? O2 times 6, 12.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then this behind that, this 6H2O means they have about 6 O. So total it will be 18 O.
Oh,
This also total will be 18.
okay.
That means the balance. Yeah. Okay, the point I want to tell you is the cellular aerobic respirations and the photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis, please remember to write in this way. 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O. And then you need to have, top that you need to write the light. Below that, you need to write the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
Yes, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment found in the leaf.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, yes.
So isn't like, isn't the oh yeah, isn't like the mitochondria only in like plants?
Isn't the mitochondria only in?
Plants. Like, yeah. Because
Oh, okay. I know your question. Let me rephrase your question. Do you think like, is the mitochondria only in plant, not exist in animal cell?
yeah, exactly.
Okay, mitochondria exists in both plant and animal cell. Both have.
Oh,
But
okay. Wait.
co-plus only exists in plant.
Oh yeah, that was the one I was talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Co-plus only exists in plant. Okay. So this is the co-plus. Okay, David, remember that co-plus is a structure. It's a structure. It's a whole structure like this. Let me show you the picture for the mitochondria co-plus since you asked me this question. I like your question. Please ask me what question, okay? So you can learn more also.
Sure.
Asking question is very important actually for learning biology. Let me show you the structure for the mitochondria and co-plus because you need to know the structure in order to answer the question. I mean the exam. This one. You can see the structure of mitochondria and co-plus.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a mitochondria. Okay, maybe we can draw mitochondria together. Mitochondria, they will be in this way. See, like this. It looks like a small,
like
short
a long
sausage.
like. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then you see inside. You should draw in this way inside. Like this.
Oh, like curves.
Yes, curves. That's all. Okay, so mitochondria, and then what happened? Then you need to label. Okay, maybe you can label outside. They have the outer membrane. Then inside they have the we call as highly folded inner membrane. Highly folded inner membrane. This is very important, David. Highly folded inner membrane is very important. Why? Because mitochondria, sometimes the question they will ask you, why mitochondria need to have highly folded inner membrane? Okay, Eric, no, David, you tell me why.
Cause like, I guess they need to like take energy.
Yes, they need to take more energy. They need to
They
release
need to
more
store
energy.
more energy.
Yeah, need to release more energy. So how a highly folded inner membrane help them to release more energy?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. But I think you get the concept already. Okay, very well done. Because that highly folded inner membrane, because they need to increase total surface area.
Oh, okay.
To increase the total surface area for the cellular respiration to occur. Cellular alveolar respiration to occur. So means you able to, whenever you able to increase the total surface area, means you able to increase the rate of the cellular alveolar respiration. So you're able to produce more energy.
Okay.
Yeah, produce more energy. This is the answer you need to write, okay? Total surface area, please remember that.
Total surface area.
Yes, total surface area. Okay, you can imagine, David, if you have mitochondria in this structure, compare with this structure. This is another mitochondria with this structure. Just like this. Outer and the inner membrane. So you think this A and B, which one have the higher rate of cellular alveolar respiration? Which one?
B.
Yes, B. Because why? Because you increase surface area. Surface area is referred to this one. This is surface area. This one. This. See, more surface area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because actually your cellular alveolar respiration, they happen at this side. Along this side. They happen in the inner membrane. Actually, there's a lot of enzyme located within the inner membrane of the mitochondria. So those enzymes, they will help to catalyze for the cellular alveolar respirations. But you no need to learn about too much detail. But you will learn this when you are doing the A-level biology or higher level biology. Okay, so this is mitochondria, just write in this way. And then how about chloroplast? Chloroplast. Chloroplast. Whenever you want to draw, just draw in this way. Come, we draw together.
Wait, am I supposed to draw?
This one. Chloroplast. Okay, and then chloroplast, they also have inner membrane, but they are not highly folded, just normal like this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then, David, do you like to eat pancake?
No. I mean, it's
Okay.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, okay. Cold plus is just like a pancake,
Oh,
right? See, pancake. Oh, pancake. Stack of pancake together. See, I'm drawing pancake. Then connected with another pancake.
oh, it's just like a lot of like layers on top.
Yes, there's a lot of layer actually. There's a lot of layer. Cold plus actually what inside they contain. Okay. It's okay. If you can remember, you remember. If you cannot remember, just let it go. You still have time. You still have time. It's the outer membrane. See, label outer membrane.
Oh. Wait, when is like the IGC thing test?
You mean what is the IGCSE test?
Yeah, when is it?
When is
Like
it? I'm not sure.
which grade is it?
It's year 11.
Oh, that's a long time later.
Yeah, there's a long time, but I'm not sure your parents want you to get the exam in when. I don't know, but I think you have a very long time to build up your biology. Then if you feel interested in biology, you can pursue a career in biology.
Well, what careers are there in biology?
Okay, for me, I'm working in a veterinarian.
Oh, like you treat animals?
Yeah, I treat animal.
Or like dogs, cats?
Yeah, I treat dog and cat before, but now I'm treating chicken.
Oh, okay.
Okay, apart from that, you can go to the human medicine, then you become doctor treating a human patient.
Oh,
Or you
okay.
become, or you can become nutritionist, what we call as a dietitians.
Dietitian.
Yes, dietitian. I'm not sure you're interested on that or not, but I think you can explore. Your age. How is you?
12.
12 years old.
Yeah,
Wow, you're so young. You still have very long time to explore your interest.
right.
A very long time for you. Okay. I mean, don't limit yourself only in biology. You can explore in other subject also, like in other physics or chemistry. Maybe you like physics more.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes. Sir. Okay. Then, see, outer membrane, then inner membrane, inner membrane, inner membrane. See, inner membrane. Inner membrane is not highly folded like the mitochondria. And then this inside is what? This inside is like the structure.
Pancakes.
This structure is called as the granum.
Okay.
Okay. David, whenever you learn about biology, okay, please, you can figure yourself how it memorize in a better way. So you can see a granum, right? Granum is like group. Okay, so it's a group of pancake. Like this. Okay.
Okay.
And then, group granum, G stands for group. So they will be referred to the group of the pancake. And then this one is we call as stroma. Stroma. Okay, stroma. Stroma is we call as a fluid. Actually, there's a fluid inside the corpus. It's a fluid. And then for your information, the purpose of photosynthesis is actually they want to produce glucose from the plant. Because the equation is like carbon dioxide plus the water, then they will produce the glucose with the releasing of the oxygens. They want to produce the glucose from the plant. So glucose refer to the sugar, right? Sugar.
Yeah.
So sugar as stroma. As stroma. Because actually the sugar they are produced within the stroma.
The stroma.
Yes, stroma. Stroma is a structure inside the chloroplast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a site. It's a site which they produce the glucose. It's a site which they produce glucose. It's okay. I think you don't need to learn that much. But most important chloroplast you need to know is they are double membrane and they are look like pancake. That's all for you.
Oh, okay.
Chloroplast, P stands for pancake. P.
Sure.
Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, very good. It's a nutrition. Okay, so let me continue my story. This chloroplast is a structure. It's a whole structure like this, right? This is a chloroplast. This whole thing is a chloroplast. So where photosynthesis happen? Photosynthesis happen. They are actually happen within the chlorophyll. It's not in the chloroplast. I mean, it's not really in the chloroplast. Actually, they happen at here, around here, this structure. So that's why the equation I write chlorophyll instead of chloroplast. Can you understand?
Um, I think so.
Okay, means that in the photosynthesis equations, I write the carbon dioxide, waters, and on top of that is light, because photosynthesis is actually, maybe we can write about photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is actually they convert, it's a process which is they convert the light energy to become the chemical energy. Okay, so their purpose is to what? They to synthesis sugar or glucose. They actually synthesis glucose by the photosynthesis process. So actually they are occur in the chlorophyll.
Okay.
Yeah. Chlorophyll actually is a pigment. It's a green pigment. We call it as a photosynthetic pigment. Photosynthetic pigment.
Photosynthesis.
It's a photosynthetic pigment.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Biology is really a lot of term for you to learn. Pigment just like color pigment. Color pigment. Color
What's a
pigment.
pigment?
Pigment is the, we call as the, you heard about color pigment before? Color pigment.
No.
Like this. Okay, pigment. Like this.
Like dyes?
Yeah, like dye. So pigment is referred to the natural coloring matter of animal or plant tissue. So in our plant tissue, we have the photosynthetic pigment, which is the chlorophyll. It's a natural pigment found inside the leaf. Okay,
Yeah.
can you understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
Photosynthetic. See this one. See, photosynthetic pigments, they are molecule which is more as the chlorophyll. See, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, they help to capture the light energy for the photosynthesis. I'm sharing my screen, right? I think I should.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So biology is something like this. Actually, biology is very easy for you to learn because whenever you feel not understand, you just search from the website. But you need to, you need to ask the correct questions in order to get the correct answer. The most important thing is you need to learn how to ask the correct question. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We should continue our class or we should stop now. I think we should stop now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So I'm not sure about how is your next plan. It's okay. We can discuss with your parents since you have such a long time to take your actual biology exam.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I hope you enjoy the class for today.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Okay. See you next time. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. See ya. Bye bye.
Bye.